Shalom, Mishpachah, Shalom. All praises to the Most High. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother who is wisdom, whom some call Sophia, and our brother Yahweh Shai. As you know, I haven't been on this platform in almost 2 months due to the nonsense and the constant rhetoric that they push on this heinous social media site. So upon my return, it's still the same madness and folly. We have the pretendians making AI videos claiming that we aren't the true natives, but they refuse to open up a book. There are tons of people on TikTok who actually do diligent study and research. They bring out books, first-hand accounts, that these are our lands. And as usual, the scoffers, they never touch the books. One person said, well, the only thing they could do is bring out books by racists. These people are done for. They know it's over. We still have these white Jesus-loving Constantine Christians still trying to argue Jew nor Greek in that New Testament. We've already proven without a shadow of a doubt those Gentiles were Israelites. Not just with the Bible, but with historical sources. We've even proven that with their own Christian study tools. But they're still on here talking madness. Mishpachah, we have to understand that we are not dealing with human beings. We are dealing with spirits. The same spirits the Most High put over the other nations to lead them astray. That's why they can't get it. There's no amount of proof to convince these reprobates that we are the people, that these are our lands that was given to us, and that's clearly stated in the 28th chapter of Deuteronomy. We still have clowns on here saying the Ruach HaKodesh is not wisdom, is not feminine, yet they haven't proven us wrong. See, they know who to speak on and who not to speak about. They won't touch my brother Judah. They won't touch brother Levi. They won't address brother Moriel, and they won't address me either, because we bring concrete evidence, because the Ruach HaKodesh dwells with her children. They don't see the signs. They don't see the confirmations. One of my brothers called me a few months ago. I was sitting on my porch, pondering in the spirit. I had a question. My brother called me. As soon as he greeted me, Shalom, and then he just started speaking. And everything that I was sitting there pondering in the spirit, the Heavenly Father put on him through the Ruach the answer. And then as soon as he was done speaking, I was like, that's exactly what I was sitting here pondering. He was like, bro, why do you think I called you for? When 2 or more are gathered, and it doesn't have to be a physical gathering, but you would have that understanding if you could grasp the power of the ley lines, the collective consciousness. See, in the ancient world, the other nations, they feared the Most High and the Most High's people. But since we were cut off for being a nation, and now that we've awakened, the descendants of those people from back then, they really don't know. They don't know how powerful the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob truly is. Even as they're under judgment, they can't deny the judgments. Oh, it's climate change. You know what? The climate will change when you go into captivity. When your kings are trodden down with fetters of iron. See, they love to stay in that Grecian New Testament and read it according to Eurocentric standards. But notice how they never address the prophecies. Notice how they aren't allowed to read additional texts. I'm talking to everybody right now, even you so-called Israelites. Oh, y'all reading the Book of Mormon, but you won't address 2nd Ezra 14, 42 through 47 about the additional books given to the wise in the separation of the worthy and the unworthy. I thought that knowledge would be increased in the latter days. How can knowledge be increased if you're still stuck in that one book that the heathens gave you as a transliteration? A lot of these Hebrew Israelites, so-called, a lot of these Psalms 83 Confederates, they're all in league together to be a distraction. Beloved Mishpachah, don't be moved or dismayed. Don't let them knock you off your square. These people are upset because we're the ones that they had in derision. And now since the Most High has turned his face back to his people, which is something that they conveniently left out of that Bible. It's alluded to, but it's not there verbatim. The same for the word justice in that New Testament. The word justice is nowhere in that so-called New Testament. And like one of the Akim through the Ruach enlightened me on, how could there be a New Testament when there's no new thing under the sun? You see how they contradict themselves? They don't believe in the book. They believe in the dogma. There's no New Testament. It's a restoration of the old covenant only given to the children of Yasharallah. So let these people stay in their strong delusion. That's why I picked this thumbnail pick. These are demons. The 12th woe of the Shadim, not the 3rd woe. That happened prior to the prophet Ezra. But people don't know that because they're stuck in that 16680 book only doctrine. My lessons on this channel are open. My stitches never get cut off. Prove us wrong. But we know you can't prove us wrong. That's why you make little weak, stupid videos, cut off the stitch, throw rocks, and hide your hands. Y'all keep playing games with our Elohim, and your destruction shall be worse. Shalom.